And finally, New Zealand have a win in this T20I series against India as they beat India by 50 runs in the fourth T20I in Vizag, their biggest win by the margin of runs in the country in this particular format. Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Fours and Sixes. This is me, Gomesh, and in this episode, we'll break down the 50-run loss that India suffered at the hand of New Zealand in the fourth T20I in Visakhapatnam. Going into the contest, it was evident that India had only two matches to experiment, and they did part of it here in this particular venue by going one batter short. They had Ishan Kishan had missed out because of an injury he picked up, and then instead of replacing him with Shreyas Iyer, who's been waiting in the benches, they went in with someone like Ashdeep Singh. Five pace bowling options, also considering that there is heavy dew on this ground as well, and two spinners in Ravi Bishnoi and Kuldeep Yadav. But in the end, that perhaps is what cost India the game here in Vizag. India did won the toss and opted to bowl first, negating the dew factor. But what they did not perhaps prepare for was Tim Seifert, who came in all guns blazing and went berserk, scored a 26 ball 50 and 62 runs from 36 balls in this particular match. He set it up, but once again, as they ever so often do, India bounced back, pulled things back, and reduced New Zealand to 160 for 6 after they reached the 100-run mark in the 8th or 9th over. But in the next 8-9 overs, rather, they could add only 60 odd runs. But in the end, it was a 19 ball 38 from Daryl Mitchell that took them to 215 for 7 in the by the time the first innings were over. India always knew that they were a batter shot. India always knew that the batters have to step up, especially someone like Sanju Samson, because he's not had a lot of big scores in the series. He's been through a lean patch here too. There was even more pressure on him, considering the fact that India lost Abhishek Sharma on the very first ball of the chase, and then in the second over, Suryakumar Yadav too got out and they were reduced to 9 for 2. Over the next 4 overs, Rinku Singh promoted up, got a chance to bat, got a chance to get some game time, get some experience, and also finish the matches. Like him and Sanju took on the bowlers in the power play. India finished well in the power play, mind you. They finished with 53 for 2, but Sanju Samson once again failed to convert a start, and then it was a masterclass from Sodhi and Santner, where over a 3-over period they piled on pressure despite the dew factor against Hardik Pandya, another prolific spin hitter, and Rinku Singh. In the end, Hardik fell, and soon a little after that Rinku too got out. Now it was down to Shivam Dube, the last recognized batter, who was batting alongside Harshit Rana, considered to be a bowling all-rounder, but it was all down to Shivam Dube, and one could feel the atmosphere sinking as well. There was a somber silence apart from the occasional boundaries where the crowd got cheer until Shivam Dube hit 3 sixes and 2 fours against East Shodhi. That over breathed some life into the contest as well as the stands as well. Chants of Dube grew as the pinch spin hitter took on everybody that came his way. 15 ball 50, he scored the third fastest by an Indian after Abhishek Sharma and Yuvraj Singh in this particular format. But as expected, the mountain was just too steep to climb. India had more than 100 runs to chase in 9 overs, with Dube being the last recognized batter. He might have pulled it off, but if not for an unfortunate run out where Harshit hit the bowler back and Henry's hand touched the ball before it caught Dube off guard at the non-striker's end. That was the final nail in the coffin. From there on, India were bundled out for 165, losing by 50 runs. In the context of the series, this loss do not mean much, but it was a chance for the batters to step up and deliver, something the captain spoke about at the toss as well, but that did not happen in Vizag, and that is something they would want to address in Thiruvananthapuram, the last game of the series before the World Cup begins. It will also be Sanju Samson's home game, a home venue. Whether he finally finds some runs, or will that be perhaps the last straw before the India go along with Ishan Kishan in the World Cup. And I'll be in Thiruvananthapuram bringing you all the updates. Until then, this is Gomesh signing off. Please do stay tuned to the New Indian Express social media handle and YouTube channels. Thank you for watching.